Hello, hello, hello. It's Private Talk with Alexis, Texas, and we're back season 2 with another episode. And I have the pleasure today of having Ben Baller on the couch. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much. I'm very excited for you to be here. I've been a big fan for a very long time, and I'm happy that you agreed to be on the podcast.
Yeah, everything probably says no as far as like just what's going on right now. And thank God I had like emailed 3 times to make sure that there was testing going on. And it's just been weird. I've taken this very serious and whatever, and I'm a podcaster as well. So number one, it was kind of like, shit, man, no masks doing this. This is kind of crazy. Fuck it, let's do it. And then the next thing, with someone with your career and your fan base and everything, I was like, I'm so intrigued. I was like, I hope she asked me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how many fingers have been in my ass? I'm just joking. I was really genuinely interested. I was like, yo, what the fuck is she gonna ask me? So I told my agent and I told my producer, I was like, yo, fuck it, right? It's like, yeah, fuck it. It's like, wear a mask if you feel uncomfortable, but no.
Yeah. I like that mentality for sure. For me, obviously you just never know. And and with me coming back and doing season 2, I really, with the pandemic, we took everything really serious. We had to shut down season 1 earlier than we liked, but we had, obviously had to, conform to everything. But I was like, I'd rather everyone just test and everyone be safe and just do it just because the dynamic of what my show really is about is we may not know each other, but I want us to get to know each other and my fans to know us in a different light and things like that as well. So it's like, I feel I'm very, very honored. So thank you for being out there and being, just being candid. Because I feel like you just never know. Sometimes the taboo, I think like Alexis, Texas makes people run away sometimes, but it's not that bad.
No, look, we can literally talk about anything from lollipops to cars. Like I feel like I'm.
So you want to get down crazy? You want to get like? I feel like I'm being like pressured. I feel like
no, not at all.
Not pressured in a sense where I can't handle.
I'm just saying
hang with anything. But I'm just saying as far as like, I feel like you want to. I feel like there's some things that you just want to talk about.
No, I'm sorry if I put that narrative out there right before the cameras turned on. What I'm getting at is, I feel like I'm well versed and ready to talk about whatever. So I'm game.
You're down for whatever.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I'm excited because we have lots of different parts. We're going to talk about you a little bit more. Let's introduce yourself. Let's talk about all the fun things you have going on. You have a podcast that's current right now. Talk to us about that.
All right. So, yeah, obviously, I've been a jeweler for 15 years now and change. I've had a very successful career. I've had accolades in the jewelry game that don't even exist with other people. If you see like an Instagram jeweler and whatever, it's kind of like I just got to a certain point where I didn't hit a ceiling, but I realized how big Instagram jewelers can get. And I never was that person. And I said, look, man, I'm about to brand myself because my name itself is a name brand. And, I've been in over 40, 50 songs, #1 hit songs and things. So I said, look, it's time to trademark my name and go bigger than what I'm doing. I mean, walk away from the jewelry brand. That exists. I'm going to do jewelry, but I want to venture on and extend the Ben Baller legacy. So, I have a cannabis company called Ben Baller Did the Strain, playing off the words, Ben Baller Did the Chain. I had a cannabis vape pen line that was doing really well, but the only problem is I have 2 other partners. They're big in their own worlds. And I think all 3 of us had kind of adopted this project and it ended up being an adopted child. So at a certain point, we all were too busy. And then the pandemic happened, parts coming from China. That was a fucking nightmare. So that dissolved actually in the last 60 days. I have a huge contract with MLB baseball. So thank God they don't care about what I do. You know what I mean? Like they definitely care about certain things that I say. Like I'll say a lot of shit, right? And of course, with Me Too and just a bunch of different things, you have to be way more. You can't be Andrew Dice Clay anymore, right? If you even know who that is. I had, when I had my show and I signed up with my agency, they deleted 32,000 tweets of mine. I was like, you deleted 32? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't tell you how many times I threatened people's lives. I said, I found out where you live. Come to your house, I'm fucking your shit up. And I got bail money. After I get out, I'm fucking you up again. Put my finger in your asshole, the whole 9, and punch you in the mouth. All that crazy shit. And like, I wanted to kill people. Then I was like, all right, I got to chill because I'm trying to build the brand. So I have an NFL endorsement with Snickers. I have a Major League Baseball endorsement with Topps doing baseball cards. And the crazy thing about it is in 2020 in the pandemic, I've made 8 figures in baseball cards. Like, I'm like fucking mind blown. not from jewelry, which is what you would think, and or cannabis. And it just took a whole different direction to my brand to where I wasn't ready for it. But because I've been in a lot of situations, I was like, let me put the seatbelt on a little tighter and let's ride this bitch, And so here I am now. So I pretty much now, it's like, I think truly the definition is everyone knows me as a jeweler. Some people remember me when I was in the music business because I was a successful DJ and executive, but truly the title would be entrepreneur.
Exactly. I feel like that's why it's just like the talent is endless, like especially being in the business for so long and having the connections with everyone that you have. It's just like only natural that it fits in with even just your brand and who you are as a person. Like just, I'm sure the Major League Baseball thing, whatever, didn't that it would ever be a thing until I'm sure it was a hobby or something that kind of fell into your lap or something like that was kind of just happened because it's supposed to happen organically. Right.
I just feel like in anything I do in life, right? If I'm going to be a trash man, I want to be the president of trash man. I want to be the best trash man in the world. When I jumped into this baseball card thing, it's like I collected cards 30 years ago, right? When I was a teenager. And, it's a whole different world. And it's such an American thing. I was like, I don't really know too much about this. They were kind of reluctant because of my behavior. Plus I own a cannabis brand. Just people were kind of like, I don't know about this dude.
Haters.
Yeah. And
you speak your mind too much sometimes, I think, because you don't have like a boundary because you're either your own boss. Sometimes I feel like people don't know how to take us because I fell in that same boat in other avenues. It's like, if you speak too much, in my sense, I'm a diva. But if I speak over too much, then I'm a boss. It's just like your level of, you got to know your worth. You know what I mean? And that's why you go in there and, you're good at what it is because that's just what it is. There's no going back. Right.
Some people go to work and they just were like, hey man, when is it 5 o'clock? Like, all right, cool. 4:50, they're ready to be out the door, right? With me, I jumped into the baseball card game, had no idea. And I was like, fuck this. I'm about to, like, if I was in porn, I'd be like, yo, listen, why the fuck would I want to be fucking, this amateur dude? Like, I'm trying to be Peter North, you feel me? Like, go out and, and so I've taken that with everything that I've done and even parenting and, I guess the only thing, I wish I was, I'm just saying, I could be a better husband, but I'm just so busy. So I really try to focus. Anytime we
spread yourself thin because there's just a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's why there's always room for improvement. So if you know that knowledgeably outside and you're thinking it, you already know the answer to that.
Right.
That's why that big smile on your face.
Right. Well, no, that OG Kush joint got a little smile on it, but yeah, right.
It's a little, a mixture, in the
right,
middle.
Right.
So if you could sum up 2020 in 2 words, what would it be?
Fuck you. I mean,
we're gonna
honestly, that would be like the first thing I think. And then the second thing I think is stupid people, and then maybe third would be either, I don't know, Donald Trump or COVID-19. It's like, it's I have so many different opinions and there's so many sides now, it's like it was either left or it was right, but now the middle is so crazy. And then you got like people from fucking not even left or right. They're just they don't even know where the fuck they are. Yeah. So it's been an interesting year.
It definitely has. I'm definitely excited for it to be over.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like nothing's going to change really, for a little while, but hopeful for,
I think I think we start kicking into gear maybe around March, April.
You think so? That early?
I think, well, by April, everyone who wants to take the vaccine can. At least those people will at least have a little bit of sense of security or a sense of whether it's false to other people, whatever they want to think. Again, I guess that's why I said if they want to, they could have it by then, right? So at least then, they have a 12-hour window to not necessarily jump into a fucking an entire COVID fucking party, but I mean they it's a step in the right direction at least to try to get to herd immunity. Because if you had COVID, your antibody's only good for 2 or 3 months. What's like, how much fucking around can you do? The bottom line is, man, people just haven't taken it serious enough. Some people have, and it's like, look, man, it's not about you, dick fuck. And I'm the most selfish cocksucker in the world. It's not about you. It's about this person's friend's grandmother. Be like, why the fuck do I care? Because you're not realizing you affect her. It affects the friend. The friend gets the grandma sick. So at the end of the day, look, our shit's so fucked up as it is now. No one gives a fuck. Atlanta's wild. Florida's wild. Texas is pretty wild. But like, you know, people here don't give a fuck either. So it's like,
I mean, LA's wild too. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's.
But I mean, we're not, the nightclubs are open. Strip clubs are open full blown as if it never existed in Atlanta, you know, in Florida. So I'm just, you know, I don't know, man. It bums me out, of course, like, you know, and I think people have a misconception because I've made money this year that it's not driving me out. Yo, I'm going crazy. Like, I got 3 kids in Zoom class. Like, sitting in a house, you know, and not getting the vitamin D that you need, or just being out, like,
or just being social, you know.
Yeah,
just,
that too. I was on 122 flights last year. That's fucking 2 flights a week. Like, I was on a flight. I was everywhere. And then to stay put, it's I don't know, man. It's fucked up. I had a lot of thoughts, though. I think back about my past, and damn, I fucked up there. Damn, I fucked up this. All right, well, you know, and just smoking weed and staying home. It's like, you know, it's a trip.
I feel like myself included. I was every day or every weekend on the road. I was dancing in a different strip club, and it gets to that point where the same thing. It's like you didn't have you have time to deal with life and things like that, but you didn't have time to deal with what was internalizing. So the more that I sat home, you dealt with stuff that I was like, man, I didn't even know that bothered me anymore. Oh, fuck, where did this come from or whatever? Because it's just so much and you kind of like let go of kind of not the, you know, obviously work and what we do is our passion and how we like make our artistic, you know, selves come out. But it's like, where does that line draw from where you're really giving into yourself and giving back to you is where they say self-care. It's not just going to get a massage and doing, you know, a facial or something like that. It's about doing the work and actually healing and being a better person every day. If it's like acknowledging the time or the lack of like what fuel you put back into yourself or any of those.
Yeah, I mean, you articulated that way better than I did. But that was what I was trying to say. I mean, really, you know, like I've had anxiety throughout it, you know, and I do think about that often because the easiest way to misinterpret anybody is through a caption, through a tweet, something like, we tweet each other, right? And let's just say, for instance, a lot of people might not know me that follow you, right? And I'm like, fuck you. All I could write is F-U-C-K space Y-O-U, right? They're like, why the fuck is that guy saying fuck you? You don't know what context it's in and everything. Yeah, so you know, it's just the internet's crazy. You know, I'm just like, motherfucker, I'm talking to my friend. I don't follow like people I never met before. Like no offense. I'm just saying, like, I kind of, you know, I've been around a long time. I could have had 10 million followers if I wanted to suck everyone's dick and kiss ass, this or whatever. I just did it my way. And what I'm getting at is I had seen like all these arguments and the turmoil and the fucking civil unrest and everything. And you're just like, damn, man, I'm guilty of this too, man. I need to be a better person. I need to go this and do this. And I'm working on it. It's a work in progress.
And that's all we can really do, you know, as people, is learn and like acknowledge what it is, and then, you know, change it for what's the better for ourselves. Because, you know, everybody's different. Nobody knows the exact mold of what we're really supposed to do. It's like what works for you in your life. And for me, is like to each his own is what I live by. As long as what works for me might not work for you, but we're all we're fused together. And, you know, if it's people that we know that are 2 degrees of separation, and you just the understanding of being an entrepreneur and being in a world that people may judge you a little bit more or things like that just off the top without actually knowing you, it's just you come to a common ground. So I feel like that's, you know, with that being said, like with the industry, you being kind of take it all as it is, like whatever I was going to ask you, what is your kind of part, like how close in the industry right now have you been into? Have you dated girls? Have you had relationships? What is your connection with the porn industry at all?
Damn. This is some funny shit, man. I did a show like 7 years ago, and like they like ask you, and I think nobody ever got to 100. They've asked like every celebrity ever, and you know, like, people tap out after 3, right? And I remember like the 4th question to like name a celebrity you slept with, and I was like, I can't do it. I was like, I lost.
So
like,
here,
I want the truth.
You get the truth at the private.
No, what I'm getting at is, let's see, where did it start?
Like, were you just like a fan of? Obviously you said that you have a connection with Jules Jordan. He's a close friend of yours.
I'll break it down.
Okay.
So I think as a young kid, I mean, I grew up in, I was born in the early 70s, right? So, it started seeing my dad's Playboy magazine. And then you're like, all right, Playboy, like, all right, cool. Then you see Penthouse, you're like, okay, now you're seeing like internal vagina, whatever. Playboy's kind of like a little glamorous, right? Whatever.
You're graduating to parts that are coming out.
And then there was a magazine called We, OUI, and I was like, oh, this is like now the penis inside. I was like, oh shit. So I think, and when I say my dad, I'm sorry, my stepdaddy passed away. Like right around 12, I started watching these movies, and he had them. I was like, he didn't know I fucking found them. So he'd leave to work, and I go watch some shits. I'm like, oh my God. And like, I'm trying to think of anybody that might have been relevant. That's Ron Jeremy or something, right? But like, there was like Christy Canyons and people like that, right? Like legends and
VHS days.
VHS days heavy. And then, fuck, I feel so terrible. One of my college, I played sports in college, right? We won't even get into that because that's like what I don't want to talk about. But this girl played on the water polo team at my college. So, you're playing collegiate, you're obviously gone to an elite level of sports. Can't remember her fucking name, but she ended up doing porn. And the crazy thing was, I was like, whoa. So I dated a chick who was a stripper, and the girl was featured as a dancer there. And I was like, I fucking know her. And there's no social media, there's no nothing like that at all. So I was like, man, I'm about to talk this crazy shit to this girl, boom. And when she saw me, she was like, yo. And I was like, and I didn't judge her.
I've been that girl when you're like, oh, fuck, I know you.
Yeah.
And you can't get out of it because
No, for sure. And so like, just being out, and I think as I got more popular, like I wouldn't say like, but like there's girls who've done home movies and become like celebrities or did like, whatever, their sex tapes and shit. And I just think as I got more popular, I began to meet a few more people. And then like, I wouldn't say dated. I mean, I slept with a few porn stars, and like one, I was like, all right, man, yeah, man, you like, and this is my opinion, so you guys want to get mad at anything? It was just a strict opinion. I was like, yeah, you're fucked up. Like, you're fucked up in the head, and like, man, like, you don't need to be doing drugs. You're like, damn, this is crazy.
So, but were you trying to go like the save a hoe route, or like,
no, not at all.
Or you were just being straight up? You told her to her face, like, no, you're fucked up. You need help, and you were just
no, I didn't. I wish I did.
Which way?
I just kind of like, yeah, I just was like, I just realized like, she's just so fucked up, and I wasn't that much of a free lover. I felt like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just a weird thing, and I was like, yo, and plus on top of that, I was like, yo, this just ain't gonna work out. And then I dated a chick that was like, she was actually really sweet. She was really cool. She hadn't done a bunch of porn, but she did a porn, and she ended up being on like a TV show because of it, and boom. And I didn't really think much about it. And then that was like, I don't know what it was. Just something just was off. I think even the sex was just off, which is the craziest thing in the world. Like, and
but off in what way? Was it because you in
off
the back
as
of
in,
in your mind knew because she did porn, or was it just something that you just like your chemistry was just off? Like, it was just
had to be the chemistry, because look, I would see this girl take a fucking 9-10 inch pieces and she would DP the whole night. No, what I'm saying is, I'm like, okay, fuck me, because I didn't really know. A buddy of mine was like, who
Can we know the porn star's name?
I don't want to mention her name.
Are you sure we can?
I want the truth.
I'd love to know who it is. All this built up, like, it's almost like
I'll tell you off camera. I just can't. I feel bad. Like, I don't want to fucking like. But going on.
No shade, all truth.
No, what I'm getting at is like, we would have sex and like, I was at my boy Benji Madden from Good Charlotte, and I'm at his house, and we had been dating for like a week. I was like, fuck this. We go in the bathroom, we start fucking, and I just can't. There's multiple times where we had sex and I couldn't come. Meaning, I was hard, everything was right, but something up here was blocking it, if you know what I mean.
Does that happen often?
No. I want to come. Like, you know what I mean? I'm the king at 10 seconds. I'm like, fuck, I'm done. Can't ever again. But like...
Quickie master.
Yeah. No, I mean, when I want to be, obviously, but like...
Well, time and place, obviously.
It was just weird. It was like, I don't know what the fuck it was, but I just couldn't click, like, chemistry couldn't click. And so I think she got like a complex about it. Because she'd hit her, like, now the fucking crazy thing is, one of my boys, I don't know what the fuck his porn name is, but his name is Johnny, and he has like a bald head. He's a motorcycle rider. He's done enough movies. I've seen him in random little things here and there, but he was in my crew, and he was like, yo, man, she's hitting me up about you, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, fuck, I don't give a fuck. But I had this obsession with this, because there's like very few Asian girls in the business. And I was like really attracted to fucking Tara Patrick. I was a huge fan of hers. and I'd see her out randomly. Like one of my boys, he dated her. And then one of my boys dated her and married her, right? So like it was a trip. I got to meet her and stuff. And then she did, I could talk about this girl at least. She did a show on Playboy TV, I think, with another girl. And that girl I dated is Crystal Knight, if you know who that is.
I don't.
Tara Patrick and Crystal Knight did their thing, like night calls, or the fuck it was.
I know Playboy. Tara Patrick. I've done a couple of like signing stuff with her, but I don't know Crystal Knight. I'll have to look it up after this, you know. Yeah,
it was like, this is way, way back in the day.
I like that. So.
But I met Jules. I know a lot of people. Well, not a lot, but I know people. Pornhub people are close with me. Aria's like my girl. And I can't say I watch a lot of porn today, but it was something that I was ashamed of for so long, and it's kind of like super accepted now, so it's kind of funny. You know?
But why do you feel like you were ashamed of? Because I feel like definitely more now it's more accepted, because it's like, I feel like mainstream kind of made it accepted for people to be like, as more like where before we'd have like softcore and like hardcore movies. Well, now it's like basically any like mainstream movies, like a softcore type of like scene kind of movie. So I feel like it just more and more sexuality just was more open from, you know, different kinds of, all kinds of things. So,
well, I mean, okay, I know that sounds absolutely crazy, right? But I grew up in a very strict household. My real father was a professor and also a minister at a church. So like, you know, it was crazy. My mom, super strict, whatever else. I don't know if she knew my stepdad had those movies, or I assume, I have no fucking clue. Because when you see my mom, she's like not about that life at all. But, you know, it was just something we didn't talk about. I talked about with my brother and talked about myself. No, nobody, you know. So my friends knew, but like it was also an awkward thing. Like, yo, man, did you see this and this? It's like, you know, like it's just something. It was just, I just felt like it was a private thing.
You weren't like trading porn with your friends.
Yeah, nah, that was.
So you weren't watching porn with your friends either.
I remember in college. I don't even know if you're gonna go there, but actually, I hope you do go there.
Let's go there.
No, I hope you go there with like a crazy thing. But like, I remember in college, I was gonna join a frat. And I walk into a room and there's like 5 guys watching a porno. And I'm like, bro, like, how the fuck? What I'm getting at is, if your dick gets hard and there's nothing but dudes in the room, it just kind of like, I was like. Okay,
so earlier question, so I'll pause, sorry the story, but were all their dicks hard? Because
I have no idea.
The other guys that talked about the story was like, they were just watching it and they didn't know what to do because they were at that in-between stage of like sexuality kind of thing where it's like, what do you do with it? Kind of whatever, I don't know. But for me, I found it weird with guys, multiple guys in a room, just like in a circle jerking type of situation.
Yeah, that's weird.
How do you get like completely off?
Look, it's more like, it has to be like just solo in the house, preferably in the basement or or like the private room, the studio.
Under the covers? You want like
man, it's gotta be. I want that motherfucker to be in HD now. You know, like.
Well, now it's like crazy. It's 4K. Before, when I was shooting, I didn't even shoot in 4K. I was shooting, I guess, HD was when it first was the whole thing, and I was like, man, I feel like that's very like personal. Like you see everything, but it's like you're actually there. No,
it's crazy. I mean, I've watched like some of the stuff now. But yeah, you know, I mean, that's just an awkward thing. So like, I never really discussed porn like that. I never discussed it with other people like that. It wasn't until recently because social media, whatever. And I don't know why, but Pornhub followed me for a long time. And finally I was like, oh shit, they follow me. So I like DM, boom. They gave me like, you know.
You got a lifetime pass?
They gave me the lifetime pass. They gave me the, they gave me like.
Special?
Yeah. They gave me like the little ugly sweater.
Special?
Gave me the hoodies and things and whatever. And then it's kind of like.
For an award? There's, the award's coming up.
I know. And you know what? The funny thing is, I know Aria's mad at me. She's invited me like 2 or 3 times to sit like in front, boom, kind of. But like, again, my wife is pretty conservative. So like, I don't want to bum her out because she works so hard. She's such a great mom. So like that part of it.
You wouldn't invite her with you? I mean, it's not something that's like a raunchy situation. It's very
even
classy.
Still,
it's very, you know what I mean? Like I went last year was the first time that I was a part of their show. And I went and it was, it was very entertaining.
Was it the one at the Belasco?
It was like right up the street.
Yeah, right here at the Belasco.
Oh, I guess that's
Did Lena, the plug, did she win the celebrity thing? Or was that the year before?
I don't really know.
Okay. Anyways.
My bad.
My wife is just, it's not her thing.
So you guys aren't watching porn together?
Nah.
It's a solo situation.
Yeah, I don't think she really watches porn. I don't think she's even watched porn probably in 10 years.
What do you think her porn search would be if she did?
Something like Channing Tatum looking type of dude.
Like the whole Magic Mike experience? So
Yeah,
like
that.
solo guys or like
Solo guys, yeah, definitely. And look at man, I'm gonna
girls
be real.
are
Like,
different porn people. Like sometimes it's like girl, what gets them off. I don't know.
I think she'd watch Girl too. Do you know what I mean? I think she'd watch that and everything else. She's not watching like fucking gangbangs and pukake and all that shit and everything. She's not watching like, you know, Black Raw or fucking Black. She's not. I think
She's not going like deep dark off the path.
Nah, man. She would just. I think
she's just like doing light sensual like.
Not light sensual. I'm just saying like some Channing Tatum type of dude. You know what I'm saying?
Do you give her the Channing Tatum special?
No, I don't.
You've never given her a lap dance?
No. That's not really my style.
That's not your style?
Nah.
There's no freaky.
I'm a little too gangster for that one, but I'm not. I don't really dance.
You gonna crip walk to the pussy? Hello.
Yeah, no. That's
not going down.
Funny. No, not at all.
Okay, so what is your porn search? Since you have Lifetime Porn Hub access.
Well, it's funny. I started liking the verified amateurs. The girls who were doing it at home.
I like how you say the verified amateurs.
Like, I don't even know how to fucking pronounce her. Fucking like Fiamura, like Fiamurr, I think, or something. And like, there's this other chick, and like, but like, I know this is gonna sound really terrible, or maybe it's not. What am I talking about? What the fuck am I think it'd probably be mostly MILF search.
MILF search.
MILF, busty MILF.
What excites you about busty MILF?
I don't know, man. It was like just watching my friend's hot mom.
Is your whole thing?
I'm a tit guy. Like I am ass guy, but I'm a tit guy first.
So you've never watched any of my movies then at all?
I want the truth.
I don't watch a lot of porn. So I tried to watch one of your movies yesterday. Pornhub's fucking down. I didn't know that.
It is because of the whole credit card and MasterCard or credit card. Or
oh, is that what it is?
MasterCard and Visa thing. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I was DMing with fucking, but she was, anyways, I tried to. So then I went to like random shit and I didn't want to get a bunch of fucking viruses on my fucking computer. So I was like, all right. And then
what is this, like old school viruses.
And then I went to X videos and I Googled Dream and then there looked like a bunch of shit that was older. And I was like, man, bro, like, and it just became like a thing that my son started crying. Or my daughter started crying. So I was like, okay, boom. But
dad life kicked in and the
yeah, you know, like, I mean, they're not Bang Bros. What the fuck is it? That network that does My Friend's Hot Mom.
Brazzers.
Is it Brazzers? Anyways,
no,
I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
But yeah, I just, that's like.
I have, no, I didn't.
I saw this chick on Vine when Vine was around. Okay. And I was like, yo, who the fuck is this? It was Ava Adams or some shit.
She's got really big boobs.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, I fucking love this chick. And like, so I'd watch some of her movies. Is it Peter Jansen or Jensen? Peta, I don't know.
No.
But there's like,
I didn't work with a lot of big boob girls because I have a big booty, so it was just like a different lanes. But obviously, in the same industry, you like see each other's path of certain.
But like the girls with big booties, like I couldn't like see. Then again, now she's gonna DM me and be like, "Fuck you, you're a bitch," and blah blah. Like I couldn't watch Sarah J.
Okay.
I just couldn't.
Why? Because she was a friend, or she was like.
It just hard to. I just couldn't. I didn't want to look at her. I just didn't. I don't know. It just wasn't. It just wasn't my.
What do you mean? Like.
It just wasn't. It wasn't my type of like. I don't know. Like.
So you're not a bender over type of dude. Like you're like you want to see her face and fuck her and see.
You can still have ass. I mean, what's that girl's name? Fuck, man. I know you have. You have a picture with her, Kendra Lust. I love that chick. No, you don't.
Oh yeah. She's older, boobs, like brown hair, like.
And she has a booty.
Oh yeah, she does have a booty.
Yeah.
She has like a muscle booty. I feel like she's like very like bodybuilder.
And then even for like the joke, when I think of like total bimbo, blonde, just fucking ridiculous, and of course this is what you do. Nothing wrong with just saying this is of course the entertainment is so like that chick Nicolette Shea. Is that her name?
Yes.
I know these are older.
Are you? No, she's been on. She's definitely have the huge fake boobs and implants and everything. So do you subscribe to her OnlyFans?
No, I don't really like.
Are you loyal to Pornhub because you have this Pornhub like lifetime thing?
I just feel like it's like, fuck it, why not? Like OnlyFans, I mean, look, I support any woman who wants to OnlyFans. Go out there and get your fucking money. Go out and get your paper. Fuck that. Go and do your thing, you know, like. I mean, you know, like I'm not mad at any girl who does OnlyFans, whatever. I just haven't had the chance to kind of go out there and like, how about this? I'd rather just Cash App somebody like if they're like, you know, they need that. Like, I'm not going to there's no reason for it. Like, you know, and again, I'm not against it at all. I have no
Is it because like, but is it because you get no satisfaction like sexually and you can just watch a clip off Pornhub, or like why like the whole?
I don't know. I mean, so if you watch OnlyFans, are there girls fucking on OnlyFans?
There are.
Okay.
And that's the thing is like with OnlyFans is just very different nowadays. You have different, every girl is like more, it's basically like everybody's personal website.
Right.
So it's not, it's like with Pornhub, it's very more all over the place. You could type in something as big titties, fake
Oh,
ass,
you can on OnlyFans?
No, on Pornhub. That's what I'm saying is that's the only thing that's just different. So it's like more generalized. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
I'm just like.
You don't even care who the girl is. At this point, you're just like jerking off to jerk off.
Another thing too is I guess I'd have to make a fake account or something. Do you know what I mean? Because like if I don't know, like I don't want some chick to be like, hey man, let's do Ben Ballers on my fucking thing and boom.
But I feel like you don't have to put like your name. You could just put like an email thing, or is it all your emails Ben Baller?
No, not that. I'm saying like a friend of mine was like, yo, I'm fucking signing up. Fuck this. Boom. She's a mom. I don't know if you know who she is, Sarah Stage.
Don't.
So Sarah's, she's a big model on Instagram. Boom. She has like probably 4 or 5 million followers. Husband's a good friend of mine. She was a join, and I was like, you know what? Is it weird if I fuck this my boy? Like, is this weird? And plus, my wife knows it. Is this weird? I was thinking about it, so I go on, boom, and the easiest way to link it is through your Twitter. And I'm like, no, hell no. My Twitter's like,
well, see, yeah, because then you're just like, I get you're supporting, but you don't want to support.
Because then people are kind of like, all right, well. Yeah, you know, they see it. And so like, and again, I don't care. Like, I don't want anybody to think like, but I don't want anybody thinking I'm DMing and, you know what I'm saying, and trying to get like, boom. So, no, I'm cool. Pornhub is good.
So you're just about, again, no personal interaction. You've got your wife. That's all you need.
Yeah, there's no need for me to.
Personal DM in her box, and that's all. But Pornhub search is for you.
Yes.
So you're okay with the whole, you know, you dated a porn girl at one point and all these things. What's the craziest sexual story you've ever had with your porn star girlfriend?
With her, I don't think it's the craziest. I think other girls have been crazy.
Okay, well then let's give those, because that definitely wasn't that. See, I feel like the porn star and girls sometimes lose that part of themselves when they start dating somebody.
Right.
Then they start not being like less freaky, depending on like your level of relationship.
I don't know. Like, I think when I became a millionaire for the first time, this was 16 years ago. I was engaged to get married, and I was engaged to a supermodel. How fucked up is that, right? So she's in Germany doing a campaign out there, and we talk on the phone, and there's MySpace was around there. I think Friendster was too. And every night she'd call me right around midnight or like around 11 a.m. because it'd be 8 a.m. her time. And I was Lil Jon asked me to be a Asian gangster in his video. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh shit, hell yeah, I'm about to do this video, boom. So I pull up in my, at the time, 745 was like, there was no Rolls Royce Ghost back then. That was like the hottest car. I pulled up to the video. I played this motorcycle gangster. It's Asians, boom. And there's tons of girls. No, I've been in a bunch of videos. Been in a ton of music videos. But this was like different because I had a little bit of clout at this point. Like I was who I was before I had social media. Mm-hmm. So I was Ben Baller before, at Ben Baller. But Lil Jon's like, yo, you got to be in this video. So like, all right, cool, boom. Next thing you know, there's like tons of girls. Like bad chicks. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And so he had an after party, and I was like, all right, fuck it, like, after party. Yeah, let's kick it and let's all hang out. And
these were like your thotty days.
This was the first time I tried Viagra.
Oh, first time.
And I was like,
several times.
And I had to literally ask the dude. I said, hey, let me ask you a question, man. He had this thing called crunk juice. If you ever seen those, it's an energy drink. And it had yohimbe in it. You know what that is, right?
I don't.
So that's the thing that's in those pills that make you
hard.
Yeah. And it like the girth and the whole nine, right? So I was like, all right, cool. So I took Viagra, I took that. And I remember I asked the dude, I was just like, hey bro, hold on. So you're trying to tell me I can bust a nut and then like I'm good to go? And he's like, bro, you gonna bust your nut and you want to go fuck again, round 2 is good. And
but
I was like
immediately, you're not even not going a down period. You're staying hard.
But the thing is, I've never ever had that kind. And me and the supermodel girl, we had good sex and whatever.
I don't think you can really do. I don't know.
But it was a different level because again, there is no round 2 like with me. That was like this doesn't make sense, right? Because if you're not taking that and you come. And I don't give a fuck if you're 18. I mean, it's going to take a little bit time for you to fucking try to regurgitate yourself back to, you know what I mean?
Some men are different.
Really? Okay, well, hey.
You just need a little break. It's okay. Everybody needs a little break sometimes, Ben.
God bless them. But yeah, man. So, you know, it was just a crazy night to where it was a lot of smashing going on.
So how many times did you come?
5.
Is that the most times you've ever come in one time?
5 girls. Yeah, 5 times, 5 girls. It was pretty crazy.
So you came for each individual girl?
Yeah.
So that was the most people you've ever been with?
In a 2-hour span, yeah.
Wait.
Or in a night, I'm sorry, yeah.
All right. I'm like being an investigator backwards. I'm like, but were these girls all in the room at the same time? So was it an orgy situation, or were you?
Nah, it was
girl to girl to
yeah,
girl?
I was like walking back out into the party. Boom, it's on.
Oh, you was a ho-ho.
Yeah, walk back out. Boom, it was on. Boom, walk back out. It was on.
Did you have these already planned things, or it was just like spontaneous moments of girls?
Spontaneous,
just like
1000% spontaneous.
Was they all fucking or like sucking in like each thing, or was it different?
The first time and the last time.
This is a crazy story.
Yeah, the first time and the last time, I remember like the second time, I didn't even kiss. I was like, listen, bitch. Like, I was like, look, you need to get the fuck over here and shut the fuck up. And it was just like weird.
Like bend over situation?
Yeah, we were just all of us were so fucked up. You know, it was just.
So were you fucking in front of people?
No, that was where. Now the crazy thing was, I opened the door, and my boy was, all right, fuck it. So look, my boy is.
Tell us what happened.
My boy's fucking this chick, and she was a chick that I liked. And so he's like, man, bro. He's like, bro, don't even trip. He's like, you know, like, he's like, you want to
have some too.
Yeah. So I was like, all right. So I walked in the room. Never happened before. Boom.
But this is all when you're on this pill thing or a drink.
I'm on Viagra and yeah, and I've been smoking weed.
So, but your dick is hard still. So it's not like, because before, if it was not any of those things, you would be like second guess it, like, or maybe not.
Let's just say right now, as my testosterone is very low, if I come, I didn't want to look at another. I'll punch someone in the face. I don't want to look at anybody. Like I'm done. Like I'm just like
you're not sharing the pussy.
Yeah, I'm just done. So I'm attempting to do a fucking threesome, but
a boy girl.
Yeah, that's my first time ever even this experience in my entire life. I've had threesomes before, and as soon as my naked leg touched his leg, I was like, nah, this is not happening. Boop. Took my shit back on, got the fuck out the room. I was probably the most shook. I've been shot before twice. I've been in gang shit. I've had guns pulled at me. I've gotten in physical fights. That was probably the most scared I've ever been in my entire life. That motherfucking hairy ass leg touched my leg, and that was it for me.
It was the hairy leg for me.
Yeah, it was the hairy leg for me, and I was like, yo, and it was. And the funny thing was, I've been still to this day, I look at dude funny. Like I was like, bro, man, I don't know, man.
So is that the only dude or only person or only sharing experience with a girl?
Yeah.
At the times it was just 2 girls and you.
Yeah, I'm boring, man. Yeah.
Are you like a threesome type of person, or are you just like a one person?
Nah, it's just like it was just like a thing for like I don't know, who doesn't want 2 girls giving them head? You know what I mean? Like that's.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but I've also been in porn. So it's different strokes for different folks. But some people can't handle it, it's like sensory overload sometimes. I feel like some people would like it, but some people can't like do it.
You know, the couple times I had done it, I was in a relationship, and I think these girls were really upset. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
so after, you had one of those situations where like one was feeling it more than the other.
No, it was just like, you didn't have to fuck her. What the fuck you want me to do?
So were they like fucking each other, and then you were like just there?
Yeah, like whatever. It was like, but I'm just saying, like, what was I supposed to do? Just get my dick sucked and kiss the girl? I didn't understand. Like, I didn't know the rules.
Yeah,
I didn't know,
that's where I feel like too. I've had this conversation with people. I was like, how do you know, unless you actually have the conversation before and it's not in the moment, what the boundary levels are?
Yeah, and I didn't have.
I'm doing like that's free for all. Like it's like to me, like once we've said this, then we're already game. Like who just stops at head?
Right.
I mean.
Right.
I don't know, but that's just what for me is like. So could you have, if you could have one or the other, what would it be?
Meaning? Just
head or just sex?
Today or in general, overall? Like
in general and overall. Because this conversation is like post your wife, because this is like, crazier stories or whatever. And I know obviously you have crazy times with your wife, but it's just a different mindset and sexuality like thing. So
I don't know, overall, man. I just like, I love getting head. You know what I mean? I love the eye contact and all that. And I love like.
So you couldn't ever get away, like if you had a choice and just have sex and just have head, you'd have to have sex.
Man, I don't know. It's tough. I think I'd want to have head instead.
That's it?
I mean, but at the same time, like
I'm just selfish.
So you're saying that? So there's.
I don't think I'd pick either one. I'd pick both.
Yeah, so then, I mean, I'd pick both then, obviously, if I could.
I know, but I'm giving you one or the other. I'm just saying,
Fuck
me selfishly,
you.
I can't have you, Ben, telling me this,
What I'm saying is just something like about, like, I just have always loved getting head. But at the same time, who only gets head? Do you know, like, you kiss, you do this, whatever, and then there's sex, but,
Has there ever been a situation where you, like, never didn't want a girl to give you head? Because I've had some guys to be like, I don't like head. I'm like, who are you?
What?
Yeah,
No,
I've heard.
not ever.
What do you think that's about?
I have no fucking idea.
I need help. Ben, help me. What does that mean?
I have no idea. I have girls ask me all the time, like, hey, what does it mean when a guy comes in 1 second every time, like 30 times now?
But that to me doesn't bother me as much.
But that's weird if someone doesn't want you to give him head.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But some guys, I feel like there's only been like 2 or 3 maybe in my life, but I've said like they just don't like it. But who doesn't like that as a
That's
man?
what I'm saying.
Only because I've heard, and I feel like I can't say who doesn't like that because that's me being like biased on one side. But I feel like I've had 90% more of men be like the same way. I love head so much that I wouldn't want to not have that involved. With
Yeah, he's just weird. That's all.
Weirdos.
Yeah, fuck him.
Thank God I don't have sex with him anymore. So how many partners do you think that you've had at this total time in your life?
Oh, man.
I feel like you were freaky deaky back in the day. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like
it's
you live in LA.
it's in the
you've
hundreds.
been like, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things, and like, it's like you've been around. You've been in the streets, Ben Baller.
Yeah, no,
not in a bad way, but the thing is, like,
No, and the funny thing is, ready for this?
Yes,
ready for
I'm
this?
ready. I'm ready for
I
it.
would say 99% of the time I had sex with condoms on.
That's smart. That's
Yeah,
the way that
and
you
I've always
should.
been, so.
And that's good. Even like drunk, fucked up, whatever. It's
Real
like
shit.
safety,
Even the
safety
drunkest
first.
fucking things in the entire world, boom. Yeah, I mean, I would have to be in the couple hundreds at least.
So did you always stay ready with a condom
Always.
in your pocket?
Always.
How do you know how many to bring? 2 to 3?
I just bring one sometimes. Sometimes I had it in my car, so it was like, all right, let me go to the car, boom. It is what it is.
What is one of your fetishes that you would say? Do you have any?
Not really. I mean, I love...
Like, you don't like feet, you don't like, I don't know, buttholes, anal sex, armpit licking.
Nah, none of like really weird like that, I mean, I just like a girl in black stockings and I like...
You like girls to dress up for
Yeah,
you.
they don't have to. I'm just saying I love black stockings. I love, pumps, stilettos, and I just like coming in the mouth or facials. You know what I mean? That's really, I don't really have like a fetish. I can't really like.
Coming in the mouth or facial, that could be a fetish.
Okay, yeah, I guess that. I
feel like more, you just seem like painting a picture, so it's like more artistic, like kind of like you're a visual person. You gotta visually have.
Well, I'm
to
a designer, yes.
That's what I'm saying. That's what your sexual language is. You want her to like dress up and do the whole like pantyhose stockings.
Yeah. I mean, some chick asked me way back. She's like, "Oh, do you want to get a foot job?" And I was like, "The fuck is a foot? No, I'm good."
So you've never gotten a foot job?
No.
See, I'm a foot person. I'm a foot fetish. I like foot jobs.
Like,
It's not something that I do all the time, but I do have a friend that really likes to do them.
yeah, nah, I'm good. That just was nothing. Like, I was like, I'm not trying to get athlete's dick. Like, I was like, hold on, man. Like,
How do you
this
get
foot.
athletes?
I'm
dick?
joking, like athlete's foot. You know what I mean? I'm just joking. I'm kidding.
I know. But maybe you can't knock it till you try it. Maybe there's something out there you just never tried.
Man, I'm telling you, I'm so washed up now. It's like.
Where publicly is the craziest place you've ever had sex?
In a Chinese restaurant in the fucking kitchen while they're open during business.
In the kitchen?
In the fucking kitchen in North Hollywood, California, at a Chinese restaurant. It was like 2, 3 o'clock where it was like off hours, whatever. But this motherfucking restaurant was open. I don't know what the fuck was going into me.
Nobody see you? Did they see you?
Nobody.
What
I
happened?
don't think so.
You don't think so? No one like, you didn't get an eye when you were like looking by to see if anybody
No,
was
but I mean, I was like, yeah, I was
you were ready, you were primed.
I don't know. It was just a weird fucking thing. I have no idea what was
It just
wrong.
happened spontaneously. You were just like,
Well, I mean, we were messing around, boom, and I was like, fuck this. I was like,
That's more hot though. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like you're trying to get.
it was intense. It was intense for sure.
Private talk. I hope you're liking this episode. I feel like we're getting really intimate with Mr. Ben Baller. I hope it's not too much because we're about to get a little bit more spicier. We're about to do Truth with Texas. We're gonna take a little break, and Truth with Texas is coming up. All right, Private Talk, we are back, and I hope you're liking. Make sure you subscribe to this episode because it's been a lot of fun, and I know there's some gems that we've never heard before, which I'm excited about to have the privilege of having Ben Baller on the Private Talk couch and getting a little bit more intimate because, if anything 2020 has learned is why the fuck not? I'm probably the first person who's actually ever asked you these questions, so I feel privileged that you've answered them honestly, and hopefully they're not too crazy. We might get a little bit more crazier, Ben Baller. Are you ready?
Fuck it. I'll be real with you. How about this? I'll probably never do a show like this ever again, so that's cool.
I hope that's not in a bad way.
No, I'm talking about, so that gives you more exclusivity, you know what I mean?
Well,
Unless I come back.
Well, see, there we go. I like that answer way better. I would definitely have you come back on the couch. So here we go. We're going to give 4 cards. We're going to do all of them, and each ace is a different suit, which just means a little bit more racier of a question.
Okay.
Let's see what we get first.
Ace.
All right, ace of spades. So spades is a naughty question, which I feel like our whole interviews have been a little bit naughty because I wasn't honestly even expecting it to get as naughty, but I felt because you were so game, I needed to honor Alexis, Texas in true fashion and get naughty with Ben Baller. So,
right.
Naughty questions. Do you like watching your partner masturbate?
It don't do anything for me.
Does nothing for you. So you either fucking or doing it solo, masturbating to something else.
Like me?
Yes, you.
Yeah, no, but I'm not really like it. Like seeing any girl play with herself, it's just never been my thing.
Never. So you're never watching girl porn at all.
Yeah, no.
Does nothing for you.
I wouldn't mind it. I'm not going, my time is very precious now, so I'm not searching for that.
Time is money, baby. And if you're not subscribed to his non-OnlyFans, then you can't get in. Okay. So have you ever had head while driving?
Yeah.
All the time?
Not all the time, but it's been a long time, but yeah, I have.
50-50.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to the next one. That wasn't too bad.
Nah.
Ace of clubs. All right, so it's a kinky question.
Okay.
Have you ever been caught going solo? Someone walked in on you while you're masturbating, either watching porn, maybe just masturbating yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I was thinking I just want to walk down and sex. No. You know what? I think I want to say my dad walked in when I was in the bathroom jacking off, like circa 1986.
Circa 1980s.
Yeah, this is a long fucking time ago.
So what kind of things do you jerk off in the shower? It's just all head game.
Yeah, you just think about just random shit. I was thinking about
and Dad came in, but how do you in the shower? Did he was interrupting you in the shower?
No, I was taking a piss. I was fake taking a piss, and somehow he opened the door, and now I forget. And he was like, "What are you doing in here for so long?" I was shocked.
So are you jerking off in the toilet?
Yeah.
Is that what guys do?
No, but it was in that house, where else I don't really have.
How many times have you jerked off in a toilet? Is that I've never even knew that guys jerk off like that. Maybe I never thought about it.
100?
100 toilets have been.
Fuck, maybe I guess yeah.
I just honestly, and that's kind of weird because I've been in porn, but I don't know. I would never have thought that guys masturbate.
I think just because it was just
just easy cleanup. But that's why I said shower maybe.
Right. Shower's not anything where I say I would do a lot. I'm just saying it's easy cleanup. And
over the toilet.
It's not just that. And it was
I'm I have to do the motions.
Yeah, I don't know, it's also inconspicuous, you know what I mean? People aren't really thinking.
But if you're in the bathroom for how long does it take you to that?
I don't know.
That goes back to your whole quickie situation. You're
No. I wish I could be quick when I'm fucking jerking off. Shit, it's fucked up.
So how long are you in the bathroom?
I don't know.
Feels like forever.
5-10 minutes, 20 minutes.
Yeah, see, I feel like I'm not a quick comer. That sounds weird for a girl, but I don't know, I would be on the same situation, but I need some time when people be like, "Hey, are you okay in there? Are you what's the situation?" So that's why it would be I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm more of a thrill seeker type person. I'd rather just do it outside and hope that
Yeah, no,
maybe
man.
somebody comes around. Maybe
I was low key.
Who maybe you thought you were low key. It's one of those things when you nobody knows that I smoked a blunt, but I did.
All right, here we go. Ace.
All right, diamonds. This is spicy. You're like, fuck, they're all fucking spicy. Goddamn. All right, spicy. Most uncomfortable place you've ever had sex?
I know there was somewhere where it was driving me crazy. I'm trying to think.
You know, you can do it.
Fuck.
Wait, this helps. I promise. Private Talk, I hope that you're loving this episode. We're about to find out what this most uncomfortable place that he's ever had sex. I'm curious.
You know what? I know it sounds so stupid, but oh God.
I want the truth.
You better give it to me. The truth.
In my Ferrari, man, it was just it's not an easy car to like.
Was it just head or fucking?
It was everything, but the doors were closed. Do you know what I mean? And like we were like pulled over on the side of the road, so it's like
Tight quarters.
very tight, very difficult, very not like whatever. And it was just like, and I'm real meticulous about my car. Like, you know,
I'm
like
sure it was
I'm
the
like,
first and last time you ever did that.
it was probably maybe done like once or twice. Yeah. It was uncomfortable as a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like there was really
But
no.
I'm sure really in the moment it was hot.
Oh, it was great. It was fucking
Because
fantastic.
it's like adrenaline, you know.
For sure. Hey.
Romantic. Would you consider yourself a romantic?
You know what? My wife definitely thinks like sometimes I'm not. But definitely, you know, in my mind, I think for a long time I was a hopeless romantic. And she's so funny. It's like the first 3 years of our marriage, but you were so great and just not, you know, do shit. And it's like, damn, I need to. But no,
You better true romance her.
Yeah, I like to think I am.
Okay. Did you ever have a crush on a teacher?
Yeah.
Tell us about her. What did she teach? What grade was this?
4th grade.
Let's take it back. We're going back. Private Talk with Ben Baller.
4th grade.
This teacher.
She used to help me out.
Oh,
She used to put her chin right here while she helped me write. And I remember she'd wear like a V-cut dress, and I saw, you know, I would see like the cleavage. And then one day, you know, like you have a shelving, like a library, and you have to use the stairs to grab the top shelf books. She was on the stair, and I remember I looked up, and she had like this shiny like Sears bra, but it was like sexy as hell. I was like, God damn.
Sears bra.
I'm just saying, I don't know. It was just like a cheap, very shiny bra, and that shit just turned me the fuck on. It was crazy. And then
That's the first time you felt that. Yeah.
Yeah, it started getting a little warm down there and everything.
But at that point, were you already like masturbating or no? It was
Nah, I wasn't
new.
masturbating.
So,
It was
like,
it was new.
You were starting to like the affection of like women.
Yeah. And then was there every other time? I feel like I just maybe seen movie. There's this TV show on Hulu now called The Teacher. Have you seen that? Teacher?
I haven't yet, but I've seen all these billboards too.
Holy
and like,
shit. That, look, I don't even think Kate Mara is sexy. That motherfucking show
But if
is.
she was your teacher?
She would get beat the fuck up. She is like, wow, that show is, I ain't gonna lie to you, that show is lit.
So do you think that it was all just your advances? So if your teacher at that time that you saw the glimpse, if she would have advanced, you would have like made it happen?
I mean, in 4th grade, I doubt it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
how, I don't know what this teacher setting is referenced at. How old is he?
Oh, you mean that dude's 18. He's a senior in high school.
See, I don't know that. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, you got to watch.
Like,
You have to watch this show.
I honestly,
It's
I've
good.
been like driving past all the things. I was like, man, it's like one of those things. It's like drawing you in, and I'm like,
Right.
But do
You gotta
I
watch
wanna
the show.
get drunk?
It's good.
It's
good.
Okay, I'll have to watch it.
If I was like, I lost my virginity when I was 12. So, and then I didn't see
But
pussy.
sexually, or was it because, or like?
There was a chick in my building that was sleeping with the kids in the building, and she was like, fuck it. She was 15. And she's like, you have to fuck me. And I was like, well, I'll fuck you, whatever. And that was like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And I was like, yo, I think I have to pee. And the next thing you know, I busted a nut. I was like, oh shit, that's what it is? And I was like, damn, why does she look like Elmer's glue? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, so I don't think like until like I was like 15, 16, I started actually having sex again. So like, if I was like 15 and a teacher, crazy.
Crazy.
Are you crazy? I would have fucking got, what, bitch?
Hey, sometimes, you know, imaginations go crazy. You never know. know.
Man, that's like a dream of mine. Like that would be like that. I mean, I'm not going to school anytime fucking soon. I'm fucking 47 years old. I mean, no.
Time machine.
Yeah. That would be a cool little like Back to the Future, go back and do that. Like I would love to.
So what you say with all that is, what would be like your ideal fantasy?
I mean, I don't know. Teacher was in class and I got in trouble and she kept me up after school. And then she was like,
she has to have big boobs because,
yeah, and then, I mean, fuck, there's really not much. Takes off her shirt and it's on.
I like it. The teacher thing. That's it probably maybe influenced because of the whole series thing coming up, but I'll take it here at Private Talk. Is there anything that you would like to ask me since, you've been so candid with me with Private Talk? I'm going to give you,
How funny. I do this on my show. I actually don't have a question, but I'm going to think of something. I think, have you ever participated in a gangbang before?
I have.
Okay.
I have.
How many guys was that?
Man, it's funny that you asked this because I feel like I just recently talked about this, but it's like one of those things that like you block out. Well,
I'm sorry.
That sounds horrible. And wait, hold on, I have to pause. How many people are in a gangbang? Okay, I think it was 4 people, but I can't confirm or deny that yet. So I say that to say this. It just wasn't set up the way that I wanted it to, but because I'm a performer and I was in the industry, it was something that I signed up for and I knowingly knew what I was doing, but it wasn't the people that I wanted it to be. So therefore why I said at the time I was into it, obviously, but now it's been like years, I've blocked it out. So I couldn't tell you exactly. That's why I was like, reference, I don't remember. But yeah, so for me, and this is why I would like say it cautiously, is like, it's not something that I think is a bad thing in the right way. I've always had a fantasy that I wanted to outlive, but it didn't get properly produced the right way. I feel like that's sometimes why is like I don't get to do some things I want to do is because of those things. But now that I produce my own things, I could if I wanted to. I just don't shoot porn anymore. Right. But yeah, it was just, I always had the idea, like fantasy of like having a gang bang in a way of like
have a what?
A gangbang.
Okay.
In like a way of like a.
I thought you said you had a gay man. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, I mumble sometimes. Sorry,
right.
But no, a gangbang. As far as like, so I used to strip and dance and like all over the world. So like, I've never fucked a fan. I've never did anything like that. So in my mind, my fantasy was to fuck all the hot fans that I've seen out in the world that I've never fucked and fuck them in my mind, obviously, and fulfill that fantasy. And so there were certain guys that I wanted in the industry.
You never fucked a fan?
I never did.
Okay.
No. Well, I didn't know that they were fans at the time. That's the thing with like dating now that I found out. Like you never know like what it is people lie. But another situation is conversation. But at the time, no, I never did. So I wasn't someone that was going to all these dates and fucking my fans, whatever. There was people that I saw that I would possibly do that with. So in my mind, that's the fantasy that I wanted to fulfill. So the men that I wanted to that were in the industry were not available at that time because it was done so quickly, the movie.
Right.
And it needed to be produced at some time. So it had to be rearranged. But yes, I did like the gangbang at that time. But at this point in time, it's been so long, I don't remember.
I mean, do you remember, was it DP at all or nothing? Or was
no
it
DPs.
Just...
It was just a gangbang. I mean, obviously I know the scene. I'm just saying as far as like performers or how many people were involved, no.
So outside of filming, you've never really had...
in my personal life, no. Like that's why also is like Alexis, Texas is a persona of what I've got to live and be a part in. How can I put that? Alexis, Texas is like a persona of the sexual part of who I am.
For sure, I get it.
To outlive those things. And so for me, like organically, it's happened in every situation and scene that I've wanted to do the way I've wanted to and kind of dictate that through my career.
So if you don't mind, because I was thinking while you were talking, and I was just curious because now this is actually an actual question I was curious about. I couldn't think of one too quick enough and want to be spontaneous. But so if you don't mind, while you were in the business, did you ever date anyone serious?
I did. I was married to somebody in the business.
Oh, okay. He was, well,
I married a performer.
Okay.
And so we dated for 2 years. So then we got married. But yeah, so
how long are you guys married for?
3 years.
Okay, and like he's fucking other girls and you're fucking other dudes.
On camera, yes.
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 I'm just saying though, like it didn't. it didn't fuck you up at all? Like didn't make you feel
No,
good?
because for me is like, again, it's situation the same way as like when people come in the industry and like they date girls that they knowingly know that they're performers, but then they're okay with it in the beginning. But then when they start to have feelings for them, they want to change what they're doing in their job and all these things, but you're not paying anybody's bills because this is what I chose in my profession to do. So the same thing is like, it's very, different in that dynamic of where you want to kind of lie in a relationship.
Right. Hey man, hey shit.
So with us, because we knew what we were already into and like what we signed up for is we were very communicative about what we wanted in our relationship and what we thought about work. So it was like, we were very honest of what we did on like camera, but we didn't do anything off camera with anything unless it was with each other. So for me, because that's how I guess in some way I could control it or no, it's like, it's only a physical thing. It's not an emotional thing.
Okay. Hey man, some people could turn it off, some they can't. I get it.
The same way people cheat and go home to their wife, and it's like people like go and say like I'm in love, but I'm doing this, but you're still gonna keep doing this, or like with their girlfriends and have multiple girlfriends. It's just people think of things in their mindset. It's tomato. Everybody thinks of it different. What works for me doesn't work for you. But as time goes on, people evolve, and like right now, like where I'm at, it's like that's with me being young in my 20s. Now I'm in a different situation where I'm not in the business. I don't shoot. So now my mindset is different as far as what I need and want from a relationship as far as like a partner wise.
Right. Shit. All love. Just.
Mic drop. No, I was kidding.
Good for you.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's all, sorry. It's all.
COVID.
Oh, COVID.
I'm joking.
I'm COVID tested, but no, but it's all one of those things that it's, it's relative. It's like, I didn't know at the time what all of that would be, and I don't regret it. It is what it is.
No, I mean, you know what? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't think I've ever had, it's not even with Jules, I've never had this in-depth of a conversation. And wow, no, you're crazy well versed. Not that I prejudged or anything. I'm glad. I was like, I just didn't know what to expect.
For sure. And that's kind of what I think like the great thing is, like, I appreciate what I said in the beginning, as I appreciate that you took the time to come out here and come here. I know you're busy. You have a lot of stuff going on, and especially like with the COVID stuff. And, even we asked you to get tested, and I appreciate, doing all of that.
No, man, come on.
So I appreciate that you gave me the candid you and not just like what you would have given everybody else. And I appreciate you for coming on and being a part of Private Talk.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys, make sure that you like and subscribe this issue or this, make sure you like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and make sure you come back and watch Private Talk, baby.
Yo, it's your boy Ben Baller. We over here at Private Talk Podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe.